In the starting, we see Kajugi who says to you, "I want to go on a date with you." And after hearing this, the ground shakes from under the feet of her man. Then Kajugi says, "If you are free on this Sunday, then I would like you to go on a date with me that day. And whatever time you have, spend it with me." Now Hiryu says, "But why me all of a sudden? Has something happened? I mean, there are so many people, then why are you telling me?" Then he says, "1 minute, is it that the day I kissed Kajugi, she is telling me to go on a date?" And then we see Maivi and Nico, who are listening to all these things. And these two have literally gone into trauma after listening to them. I mean, they can't believe that these people are going on a date. Now here Maivi asks Nico, "Do you think that your man, I mean you, is right for Kajugi?" So Nico says, "What are you saying? I mean, how would I know? Anyway, let's go to our room now." After this, we see these two again, where Yu asks, "All that is fine, but why do you have to go on a date all of a sudden?" So Yu says, "Okay, so you want to know." And then she tells him about the upcoming performance and shows him something. So her man says, "Oh, so this is the thing. Because of this audition, you want to go on a date with me?" Then Kajugi says, "Yes, something like that. I am going to play a female lead role for the first time in my life. And because I have only played the role of a male till date, I am not able to play the female emotions and manner well. And when I was rehearsing, I was told that the things of my personal life can affect my role. And I don't want anything like that to happen." So Yu says, "Okay, now I understand. We just have to pretend that we are going on a date so you can prepare well for your upcoming role." And then Yu thinks that Kajugi-san is really a very big star. And now finally she is going to try something different. I mean, how good is this? And then he says, "Kajugi-san, I have all my time for you on the coming Sunday. You can do whatever you want." And then Kajugi says, okay, but don't take any wrong idea from this. I mean, this is just a pretend date, nothing else." And then Yu says, "If that date doesn't look like a date, then what is the use of you? I mean, you won't get anything to learn. So leave all this to me. See what I am going to do now." And after hearing this, Kajugi starts to blush. I mean, she is thinking, I don't know what this guy is going to do now. Well, we are shown the next day's scene, I mean Saturday's scene, where a guy is cleaning his house, and Nico comes there and says, "Are you free on Sunday? Or are you doing something?" And he says, No, I am not doing anything. I mean, I will do my work like every day." After hearing this, Nico is shocked, and she says, "This guy is lying to me." And then she starts thinking, does it mean that they are planning something big? These two sisters are getting worried, after which the scene shifts and we see these four having dinner. Here, Kaju and Yu are talking to each other about tomorrow's date. After seeing this, these two sisters get angry. And after seeing them, Yu gets angry. The guy says, "What happened to these two? I mean, what is going on here?" The scene shifts, and now we are shown the date days scene, where we see this guy waiting for Kaju. Here we see these two sisters, I mean, Nico and Miviko, who are here to keep an eye on these two. Then we see Kaju, and she is really very beautiful. After seeing her, Yu's mouth is open, and he says, "Kaju, you are really beautiful." He gets a wrap, and she says, "I am sorry. I am a little late." After seeing this, Nico and Miviko's mouths are open. Then Yu says, "You are really beautiful. I mean, I can't even tell you." And Kaju says, "My heroine is going to look like this, that's why I am wearing this. So let's go." Then they start going, and he says to Kaju that they are going to the aquarium. He says in his mind, "I want to make Kaju feel good. I mean, I have planned it." Here we see that Miviko and Nico are following them. In the next scene, we see that they have finally come to the aquarium. Here, Kaju is thinking, what should I do to look better? I mean, what are the things that boys like? While thinking all this, she is giving such a dangerous look that Yu's mouth is open. Yu says, whatever you are thinking, just stop thinking and enjoy the present. Then we see dolphins who jump in the water, and the water that falls on them is literally going to fall on you. Then Kaju protects him. I mean, here. Protect should have been done by their own men, but here it is done by a woman. And look at this, all the people there, their mouths are open. And they say that your girlfriend is too cool. Means she is saving you. And look at this, they both feel too embarrassed. After which we see in the next scene that nothing good happens to both of them. Means they make 2 pieces of that bag in the process of carrying the bag. Neither do they understand what to order. Means whatever they are doing, all the things are messed up. And Niku and me are also seeing all the things here. She says, what is the use of seeing such a boring date? Means where are these 2 being romantic? This is looking a bit too cringy to me. And then the scene shifts here. And we see you here. Who tells Kajugi here that I have to go to the restroom. And I'll be right back. And saying this, his man sneaks away from there. And here Kajugi starts thinking that Yu has worked so hard for me. And I am spoiling his plan completely. Am I really so old? And then a man comes here. And he says, can I take your 1 minute? And he shows him his card. And we find out that actually this man is from an agency. On which his men refuse him. He says that I am not interested at all. So you can go from here. And he says, no ma'am, you are very beautiful. So you come with me. And he is not holding his hand. And that's when you takes his entry here. And he releases his hand. And he says that how can I help you? On which the man is a bit shocked. And then you says that you know we are on a date. So you don't disturb us. So it's better. And saying this, he starts going from here. And then he says, my brother, listen to me for a minute. But here you says no. We don't want to listen at all. You go from here. But that man is not disturbing again and again. So you says, look. Kaju is not ready to go with you. Means he has a lot of work. She performs in many other places. And brother, he gives so many dirty excuses. By seeing which Kaju is also shocked. What is this Chapaganju saying? And she is just thinking that now shut up. How much will you lie now? Means the man is not even making good excuses. And finally he says at the end. Me and Kaju are on a date. And we are going to get married very soon. So now you leave us alone. And listening to this, the man is also a little shocked. He says that this Tingu is going to marry him. Then he says, okay, whatever it is. I am going. And by saying this, he goes from there. And all the people around there. He was saying that you saw this kid just now propose to her. I mean, it's so good, isn't it? And listening to this, you also understands what he has done. He says, Kajuhi-san, forgive me. I said all this without thinking. Then we see Kajuhi here, who is blushing a lot. It means the girl's face is completely red. She says in her mind, I'm not going to feel bad about this at all. After which he holds Kajuhi's hand and says, let's go from here. Then you feels that Kajuhi's hand is hotter than before. After this, the scene shifts, and we see that they have finally come to watch a movie. Here, Kajuhi says, now I understand why you were in such a hurry. So Yu says, yes, we are going to watch a romance movie. Then he shows the movie poster to Kajuhi. After seeing this, Kajuhi remembers a year-old memory. We come to know that the heroine in this movie was Kajuhi's senior, meaning the agency where Kajuhi works now, she used to work there. When she was leaving, everyone praised her a lot, saying, we are feeling very bad after seeing such a talented actor go. This was her senpai. She used to play the lead role of a male. But in this movie, for the first time, she played the female lead role. Because of this, Kajuhi had never seen the movie. She was afraid. I don't know what kind of role she will play in this movie. Then Yu says, you know this actor was from your troupe. So Kajuhi says, yes, I know all this. Finally, the scene shifts, and we see that people are watching the movie. While watching, Kajuhi thinks that her senpai has never left her old acting habits. Then she starts thinking about her senpai, that even though she is a female, she is playing the role of a male. Finally, they are leaving after watching the movie. Then Kajuhi hears someone say, that girl was so uncute, meaning she was not able to act well. She starts thinking about all these things. Then she remembers the conversation between Mika and Kajuhi, where he says, Kajuhi, you are a prodigy. You can do anything. It means you can do whatever you want, and you can never fail. Then Yu starts thinking, what did I do? I shouldn't have shown this movie to Kajuhi, because her senpai's performance was not that good in this movie. I should have demoted her. And he thinks that this guy is feeling bad. And here we see Mimi and Nico on the other side, which comes out and says, what a stupid movie it was. Who shows such a movie on a date? He will ruin a good mood. Well, the scene shifts and we see Kajuki and Yu here, who are going. And Yu says, Kajuki-san, this will be our last stop. And then we see a Ferris wheel there. Kajuki says, so do I have to climb it? He says, yes, absolutely. We both have to climb it. And then Kajuki thinks, she does not know, but my mood is a little off here. What is he saying? Then we see Mimi and Nico, where Mimi says, why does he want to take her on this? Nico says, it may be that he wants to cheer her up, because the guy has shown such a bad movie. Then we see two guys who are talking to each other. You know, if any couple comes on this wheel and they climb it, then at the end they become a very good couple. After hearing all this, all three of them are shocked. Then we see Yu, who says, Kajuki-san, this is the last part of our date, which I had planned. So I would like you to come inside with me. He holds Kajuki's hand and runs inside. In the next scene, we see that Kajuki and Yu are sitting comfortably, and Kajuki is looking at Yu. She is thinking, this guy has planned such a good date for me so that I can understand my character very well. But this is really a little too much. Here we see Kajuki, who starts thinking about her past. I have always been ahead of my age. I have never grown my hair more than my neck. I always felt more comfortable in pants compared to skirts. I was always a little different from other girls. And maybe it was also because I am both Kajuki and Mika. And after all this, I finally started acting. When I was only 6 years old, I made my debut by playing the role of a boy. That was the time when my talent came in front of everyone. Gradually, everyone started knowing me. I started getting a lot of love, and everyone's hopes started increasing from me. And slowly, these things kept increasing. Now I have no way to fail, because if I fail once, then I will not get a chance again. Because a failure never gets a chance again. Because if a star stops shining. And this girl is very tense, thinking about all these things. Then she thinks it is better than being a failure that I take my name back from my audition. Then she sees Yu. Here, the guy who is shivering says, what happened to you now? Why are you shivering like this? Are you afraid of heights? Then he says, no, it's not like that. I am not afraid of heights. But look down here. And brother, looking at the scene below, the guy is getting scared. So here Kajuki says, so why did you climb on it then? He says, just for you. I wanted you to come with me on this. After hearing this, Kajuki starts blushing. Then he says, listen Kajuki, I want to see you as the best student ever. She says, what? You were standing to say this? The girl was thinking something else. After saying so much, the guy starts shivering again. Then Kajuki starts thinking, how good this guy is. He fails in everything, he gets disappointed every time, no work is done well. But still, he thinks so good for everyone. And then she says, "You are really stupid." And here, he starts showing some pics to Kajuki that he took during the date. Kajuki gets shocked. She says, "When did you take all this?" He says, "I don't know, but I took it." "Look, there is nothing wrong in failing. You are looking so good in this. Sometimes you have to keep your expressions first." He tells all this to the girl, and they both talk a lot here. Then he says, "Kajuki, I would like your audition to go well." Kajuki says, "What do you think? Who are you talking to?" "My name is Kajuki, and my audition is not going to go useless." After this, the scene shifts where we see that they both finally get down laughing. And here Kajuki thinks, "I have only given the performance that people wanted to see. But now it's my turn. I will try something different now. And if I fail here, then those who like me, they will support me even then." Then we see that Kajuki suddenly stops and comes very close to you. Here you thinks, that girl is going to kiss me again. Seeing all this, Nico and Mimi are also sweating. They are thinking from a distance, "Stop it now. What else will you show us?" But here Kajuki goes very close to you and she says, "Do you remember that first kiss?" You says, "Yes." "So Kajuki." And she says, "That was my first kiss, and I can never forget what you told me to forget." To which her boyfriend says, "Oh, I got it. Please forgive me for that." After this, we are shown the scene of the house, where we see that Mivi and Nico are waiting for her. This guy comes in and says, "Oh, please forgive me. I got a little late." To which both of them say to her, Why did you get late?" After hearing this, her boyfriend gets a little shocked. He says, "What did you say to me?" So she calls him by his name again. After hearing this, the guy gets a little too happy and says, "Finally, now we are looking like a family." If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button.